What's up, YouTube? Good morning. Well, I don't know what time it is there, because it's morning here. It could be any time where you're at. But yeah, I show up in all white wearing no socks, and I'm just going to talk about. I'm really just going to talk about how to eat properly. In this one, just a quick one. Really, first thing, regardless of what how you're eating, you're taking strides towards a raw vegan diet. I would say the first thing you should do is reduce your portions. And then from there, I would say eat your food slowly, and then listen to your body as you eat, and then you really want to chew it until it's a complete liquid. And just like a car, again, everything's designed after the human body. A car, you put the liquid gas in there, the refined liquid gas in there, and it you basically, your body, just like the car, your car is designed after the body. It's turning that liquid into a vapor, and then combustion basically, and that's what propels you to go. It's the same thing with the human body. The body's turning that liquid into a vapor, and then the via or the villi in your intestines will absorb that electricity or that combustion, from the vapor, and that's what propels you, and that's how you get nourished properly. And you shouldn't be drinking during your meals. You should either drink before or after. And as far as juicing goes, I like the idea of juicing. Me personally, I like each individual fruit, so I don't personally juice, but I don't have a problem with the people that do. But the only thing about it is that it's getting chopped up by an aluminum or steel blade, and if you want to keep it real, those metals all radiate, and you don't want anything to do with those. And the more processed the food, the more more like shit it is, because when you eat, say, a papaya, and you pass it, you've processed that food. So the more processed it is, the more shit it is, to be frank. But juicing isn't that bad. I would say just abide by the proper food combinations that I've listed in my other videos, and just try to just do all berries, or cherries and berries, or things like that. But don't mix melons, like I said, or leafy greens and sub-acid fruits, or acid. Any of those type of fruits really with leafy greens are bad. It's just a bad food combo. And you'll know if you have bad food combinations or if you're eating too much anyway, because for number one, you really shouldn't even be wiping. You shouldn't have to wipe once you defecate, go to the bathroom, use number two, whatever, however, what have you. You really shouldn't have to wipe, or very little if any, because if you do, then there's sludge buildup in there, and that's really, to be frank, you just crammed with garbage, and it's building up in the walls of your digestive tract, and you really shouldn't have to wipe. And again, if you're hungry all the time or hungry every day, you're starving, so you're not being nourished. You're eating stimulants to push you through something, but you're not being nourished, because again, the body is its own power plant. Again, everything's designed after the body, so you have a divine life force energy, and your food is medicine. Like, all doctors have taken the Hippocratic Oath, and they must have just somewhere along the line forgot that Hippocrates said, "Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food." And of course, Hippocrates learned from Imhotep in Africa about how herbs, aid the healing of the body. Just to be frank and keep it real, but all doctors have to take the Hippocratic Oath, but the hypocrisy has them using chemicals instead of food as medicine. So, and again, with vitamins and concentrates and extractions, they do not assimilate in the body properly. They again stimulate. They do not properly assimilate, because you need things in their carbon casing, in their natural whole form. So, because you're in your natural whole form, so that's chemical affinity again. So if you take concentrates, it'll artificially stimulate an area of the body, a given area, whatever you're trying to stimulate, whether it be B12 or vitamin D or whatever, or whatever they label these concentrates as. They're not they're not nourishing the body. They're stimulating the body, and they're doing damage. And you want things that are completely complementary. You don't want anything, acid things, acid fruits like lemon. They will have an alkalizing effect because the acid, acid does tear down, eroded cells and things like that. But your body will do that on its own. You don't want to stimulate your body into doing that because, yeah, it might get the job done, but it's also going to damage healthy cells as well. It's really, you're just made up of billions of cells, and they all have their own memory bank. You're basically one big cell, but I know people like to dissect, and that's where the problem occurs. You need to just break things to the common denominator. Carbon-based body, carbon-based food, not chemical acid-based. So from there, I would say another sign of improper diet or overeating, if you need more than 4 or 5 hours of sleep. You shouldn't need any more than 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And when you wake up, that first second when you wake up, that beginning second should be the highest, your highest point of energy of the day. You should wake up with very high energy. You shouldn't wake up lethargic in any way. That means your will and energy is broken. And you shouldn't be eating any sooner than 4 to 5 hours before bedtime. You should leave a 4 or 5 hour gap between your last meal and when you're going to sleep. And that's why, especially in North America, I say don't eat after 7 or definitely don't eat after 9 p.m. So again, if you're constantly hungry, you're starving to death. And then just don't confuse, stimulation with nourishment, because those are two different things. Like if you want quick energy, you could eat a candy bar or do some cocaine, and that'll give you quick energy and stimulate you. And that's all starch. That's all. Cocaine is just starch. It's another form of starch. And that's why we can't really come down on the cocaine addict if we ourselves do another form of starch, because it's all the same. It's just that one is a sanctioned drug and one is not sanctioned. Your body does not know the difference between a legal and illegal drug. So sugar is a drug, starch is a drug, it's a chemical. It's created by man. It's not found in virgin forest like the one I'm sitting in at this moment. So first thing in the morning, I would say hot water would be the best thing. Artesian water, that'd be the best thing for you, or air. Those are the first two things you should get when you wake up. And then next, probably coconut water, and I guess after your water. And then you should be working out before you eat your first meal or go on a long walk, because again, you don't have to work out all the time, and you don't have to eat all the time. Because again, if you need medicine all the time, you're sick all the time. And food is medicine, again, like I've said. So maybe make a commitment to fast once a week or every 10 days. And let that body get that day of rest. You'll be surprised how you feel the next day. And if you can put a couple of days together, you would get past day 3 and day 4. Again, the herbs would definitely help you, but you would really see an improvement in your energy and in digestion as a whole, especially afterwards. So stretch in the morning, work out before breakfast. Do not run on asphalt or ride bikes on asphalt. I would say stationary bike over, riding on asphalt. And you do it right, you do it light. You don't have to work out every day. I've gone weeks where I just work out once a day, and I'll be fine. And again, I work out every day now because I play real sports. I'm not trying to be the best at exercising. So, like my man Kenny Power said. So just work out. Like I said, another person. If you really want to get into raw veganism, a guy that I trust and has a great website. Go to thefirstsupper.com. My man Chris Califano, he has videos online on a few different sites, and he really, he has a great way, great guides, going raw. And I would say check him out, check his recipes out. Thefirstsupper.com, great website, and that's it, man. I'm on Fiji time, so. Matter of fact, you see where I'm at, out here in this rainforest. Oh yeah, and up there is where they shot The Bachelorette at when they came to Fiji. Up there in the hill there. It's big money up there. It's that couple G's a night-ish right there. I'm cool with the Range Reef Villas though. Alright everybody. Love y'all.